Speaking of another birthday boy, let's take a live look outside. Okay, Cedric, I don't know if you're doing anything like Mr. District there and, you know, doing all those exercises for your birthday, but you probably will be monitoring the weather situation.
That's an exercise in itself, Latrice. In fact, this may be one of the most active birthdays I've had in a while. And let's talk about the weather here, because that's going to be the active part of the forecast here as we go into the next 24 hours. So I want to start off by letting you know, we have winter weather alerts in effect for the entire viewing area for late tonight through early Saturday morning. What does it mean? Well, areas shaded in pink, you could see some higher snowfall amounts as opposed to the areas shaded in purple. But either way, we're all going to see travel impacts from this system and accumulating snow moving on through. More on that in just a moment, but first take a look at the temperatures. Look at the warm air. 59 in Athens, Cleveland, 60 degrees in Murphy. You know, those areas have a little bit more sunshine right now as opposed to places like Chattanooga to Fort Payne, where we're kind of stuck in some of those low clouds in that wedge. 57 in Dalton, Altamont, and 59 currently in Dayton. All right, let's talk about the big picture. Here we go. Set the scene for you here. We've got pleasant weather out there right now. At least areas just to our west, they have some pleasant weather with that sunshine. We've got mild temperatures and clouds in place, but I want to take you off to the north and west because here's our next storm system here. We've got cold air, we've got snow, and we've got an Arctic blast that's diving south. And that Arctic air is going to catch up with us later on tonight as we get moisture coming in out of the Gulf of Mexico, and that's going to produce accumulating snow across the region. So hour by hour as we go throughout the afternoon, you're saying, what are you talking about? Snow? We're talking temperatures in the 60s this afternoon, maybe even a little bit more in the way of a few peaks of sunshine later today. But things will change as we go into the evening hours. In fact, you'll notice here hour by hour, notice as we get towards 10, 11 o'clock up along the plateau, the higher elevations, you could already start to see that rain mixing with snow. And I think that transition will continue through the overnight hours for the rest of the area. So here's kind of a breakdown, an overview of what we're expecting here. That heaviest snowfall potential occurring between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. So while most of us are sleeping, we'll be seeing that snow coming down at a pretty good pace. And yes, we're looking at area-wide snow accumulations moving across the area. Not only are we talking about the snow potential, we're talking about the wind. So while the snow is coming down, it's going to be blowing pretty fast because we're going to have those strong gusty winds. And then notice we're going to be talking about temperatures in the 20s and 30s all day Saturday with that strong wind. So now we're going to be talking about some dangerous wind chills as we go throughout the day, even when the snow shuts off. Impacts to you? Well, we're going to be talking about some slick roads overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, some lowered visibility, especially when that snow is coming down and the wind begins to pick up. It could be a little rough traveling overnight tonight. And then, even some sporadic power outages with the weight of that heavy snow and those winds. Hour by hour, FUTURECAST showing us mainly dry, I think, through the day, but by late this evening, we'll start to see some passing rain showers moving into the area from the south and west. Around midnight, we'll have those rain showers in place across the region. Notice after midnight, that transition quickly starts to work its way to the south and east. The pink, the transition line, the blue, all snow. By 3 a.m., that snow is coming down pretty good. And notice tomorrow morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, there's going to be a band of heavy snow that's coming down. That's what's going to drop the accumulations across the area. And then this will start to wind down with some snow showers if you wake up early Saturday morning, 7, 8 a.m. Then it's all about the wind and the cold as we go throughout the day on Saturday. So a brief but intense bout of winter weather heading our way. So notice after we go throughout your snowfall totals, again, I think for most of us here in the valley areas, Chattanooga, Dalton, over towards Lafayette, up towards Cleveland, maybe somewhere in that 1 to 3 inch range, I think is still a pretty good average. I think if you get up along the Cumberland Plateau, Grundy County, Monteagle, heading up towards Sequatchie County, we're talking the potential of 3 to 5 inches of snowfall. And we could see some of those higher numbers stretching from Dayton over towards Athens and up towards Monroe County. And then notice even here in the Blue Ridge, about 1 to 3, maybe up to 4 inches of snow as well. So 1 to 3 in the valleys, pretty good number. 2 to 5, possible in the higher elevations, maybe some isolated higher totals. We'll watch that for you closely. The other story as we go throughout your Saturday, look at this. After the snow comes to an end early, look at these temperatures. Barely getting above freezing if we're lucky in the afternoon. These are the wind chills, what you've got to dress for, what it's going to feel like, the teens to low 20s and that blustery northwesterly wind. We're going to go from the 60s, snow, to highs struggling to be above freezing on your Saturday. Wow. Welcome to March. Here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. 63 degrees this afternoon, but there you see it. Winter conditions, a Storm Alert weather day, especially for Saturday. We're talking snow, wind, then just downright frigid temperatures near record lows by Sunday morning, Latrice.
Thank you so much there, Cedric. We will be watching that carefully. Make sure you have the heat ready and the blankets.